how that position has evolved over the last couple of years.
I think because of the rules, Kevin, there's not a lot of space when guys are posting up because of the defensive rules right now. You can sit in a post guy's lap, especially if he's dominant. So I think guys, as a post player now, saying I got to go out to the three-point line, I got to go out to the free throw line to be able to have some spacing to make shots.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. From 10 feet out, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And so here's Denver. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Millsap misses.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
The free throw drops for Butler. And, Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player, and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And the first one drops. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Butler finds Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Daniels. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Dragic left side. Passes it to Adebayo. And no good. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail. Now the pass to Jokic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Outside Dragic. Stripped it away. Now Daniels. Pass to Murray. Back to Daniels. There's the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. He'd have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Back to Dragic. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Butler on the wing. Clock at 6. With the teardrop, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
It's important for Jimmy Butler to knock down the floater. Guys are playing up against him. You drive it, you don't want to get all the way, shoot the floater.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. 9th in assists, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now here's Murray. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win the championship.
And the technical free throw is good.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray against Dragic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Fades back. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
The Nuggets trail by 3. In the corner, Daniels. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Who's got Murray?
At the top of the key, Millsap.
I see him.
Pass to Porter. Back to Millsap. Shoots it up. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dragic kicks to Leonard. Oladipo taking his time here. Outside Butler. The shot off that time, and it's Denver the other way. Here's Porter. Rebound by the Heat. And Butler, here we go. Oladipo outside. It's hauled in by Jokic.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
He gets it in there.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Dragic dishes to Leonard. And here is Butler. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. Oladipo, good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And it's Jokic missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Right side, Dragic. Passes it to Adebayo. Now, here's Dragic. His three-pointer's off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jokic inside. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard with the steal. Dragic with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
A thank you very much pass from Goran Dragic, rewarding the screener who rolls off with the intent to score.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Fifth, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
The Nuggets trail by 8. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
Here's Nunn following the basket by Jokic. Daniels with it, now defended by Oladipo. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Butler against Porter. Butler with the steal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals. And also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off with making a layup versus making a three. So I don't think the Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jokic against Adebayo. Jokic kicks to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. Murray, no good. The Heat leading by 8. Inside, here's Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Now here's Murray. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray outside. That's tipped. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap.
Get Depot.
Oladipo against Murray. Oladipo outside. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Connects from 3-point range. Butler's got 9 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
6 to shoot. Jokic, no good. The Heat leading by 15. Oladipo outside. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Murray. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see for him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
To the paint, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's Oladipo on the wing. And there's another one for the Heat.
And, yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Barton after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the pass to Barton.
Come to me, come to me.
Nice D from Oladipo. Miami leading by 17. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Nunn. Back to Oladipo. Fires it up. Rebound by Murray.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Barton, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Miami. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. You learn about Jimmy Butler, a difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the point. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And so here's Denver after the Heat pick up two. Murray kicks to Jokic. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And they double up Butler. Here's none. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Back to Adebayo. Dishes it to Leonard. Butler against Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. A lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Baseline J on the way. McGee's shot is off. Miami leading by 23. Right side Robinson. Pass to Butler. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
McGee, the pass to Murray. Will it go? And again, Denver, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down.
Monte Morris is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Barton to end the cold streak. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. No good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Butler attacking. Comes up empty down low.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Here's Nunn, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Nunn passes to Butler. Tries again, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Denver. Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Daniels, he's checked in for Denver. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morris dishes to Daniels. Barton outside. Here's Gordon. That one a little long. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Here's Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Barton outside. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Robinson. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Daniels. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Leonard. They get it back. Three-pointer, Daniels. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Morris. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Miami now. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Nunn passes to Leonard. Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Hits the three-point bomb. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Nunn. Lets a floater go, and that one is off. And it's Denver the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Here's Nunn after the Nuggets pick up 2. Robinson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, Daniels. Gordon kicks to Barton. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Denver.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Butler. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow. Butler's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Butler up top. Defended by Gordon. And Butler gets it to go.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Butler against Barton. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Nunn, covered by Morris. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Nunn. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Morris outside. Passes it to Barton. McGee trying to break free. Barton, no luck.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
For 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. It's Barton on the wing. That shot missing.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now he's hurting the team.
Now Morris. And here's Barton. From downtown. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Nunn, covered by Morris. Nunn passes to Robinson. He dishes it to Butler. Outside Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Barton passes to Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. He had a strong showing last season. He put in about 16 points a game last year. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
.103 left in the first half of basketball. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Nunn. He has 6. Butler deciding where to go with it. Leonard, the pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Here's Nunn. Off target from three-point range.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Morris kicks to Gordon. The pass to Morris. Here's Gordon. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's Robinson. Here's Adebayo. No good with the layup. Barton outside. Over Butler. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
He works his tail off, and the long arms of Jimmy Butler contested that shot.
And so it's Miami, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, it was the Jimmy Butler highlight reel. Some spectacular plays, made tough shots, superstar production from him at the first half.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard.
Paul Millsap gives you very solid play on both ends, and he knocked down that short jumper.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. great battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Akeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Daniels. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Oladipo. Outside Butler. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And that one's good. Daniels. Daniels has got his second bucket. Well, it was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. One of their keys tonight will be slowing down Goran Dragic. Coach said, you talk about the triple threat, shooting, driving, and passing. That's Dragic in a nutshell. He can hurt you all 3 ways. Kevin will see which way they prioritize in this one.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Butler against Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
So it's Denver now. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Murray dishes to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, great concentration from Paul Millsap there. He's used to having to score on difficult shots around multiple defenders.
Dragic kicks to Butler. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, can't connect from 14 feet out.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Free throw drops for Millsap.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And it's Leonard missing. And it's the Nuggets ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. That one drops for him.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Dragic the pass to Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter. And great, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Free throw, good Butler. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Now, here's Porter. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Daniels, no good. The Heat trail by 6 to the paint. Here's Dragic. That shot is off.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Murray outside. Come on. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
And here are the numbers for Dragic. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Oladipo dishes to Butler, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in assists. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Leonard against Millsap. Passes it to Jokic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 6. Butler feeling out of it. Dragic against Murray. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Miami needs to get a shot off, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Daniels inside the line. They get a hand on it and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Butler against Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Butler always aggressive. A threat to pick up fouls whenever he's going up with his shot.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
knocks down the first one.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. That one drops. He ties it up. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Murray, the pass to Barton. And the pass to Jokic. Daniels with it. Barton inside the line. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Will Barton catches the ball. A great job of squaring up. And the defense better be aware of him there.
And here's Dragic. 11 points last game. Butler on the way. Can't hit that one. Barton with some nice D.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Murray surveying the D. Barton with it. Leonard picks him up. 5 to shoot. Leonard against Barton. Changes up. And Jokic lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barton outside. Outside Millsap. Pass to Barton from outside the arc. Barton missing again.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Daniels. Murray right side. Here's Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up, and too long on the shot.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Leonard. Daniels, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Up top, Barton, defended by Butler. Barton kicks to Jokic. Murray against Leonard. Goes up on the high post, and it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 4. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Looking at the numbers here for Oladipo, good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Now here's Butler. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. To end the cold streak, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
The first one falls. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Nunn. Harden defending. Kicks it to Butler. To the inside. Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. Shoots over Barton. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And you remember, in Orlando, Oladipo played a ton of point guard in the early part of his career, showing some nice vision there.
And it's blocked. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. .143 left here in the opening quarter.
And though he's always had the range, Leonard has become a better defender just by adding some strength over the years.
Here's Butler. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Leonard, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oladipo outside. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Jokic. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Passes it to Oladipo. Shoots the three. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Murray outside. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Millsap, and it's off the back rim, no good. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are. It just has fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like, literally making them foul them.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 1 spot. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from McGee. And here are the Heat now, trailing by 2. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Butler, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Barton kicks to Murray. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Well, buttery right there. Knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
Leonard the pass to Robinson. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Butler against Gordon. The 11-footer. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Barton. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
Well, Barton likes to get fancy out there. He gets to the rim that time, and a great throwdown.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Down low, it's tipped. Here's Adebayo. McGee with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Barton, no luck.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Robinson against Murray. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And Butler, here we go. McGee with the block. Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Now here's Gordon. 6-point game. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And checking out some numbers for Jamal Murray. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
I got your help. Gordon against Butler. Over Gordon. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they continue to control the glass.
Barton surveying the floor. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson leading the charge. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Now Barton. Jokic finds Gordon. To the wing right side. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Barton. And again, Denver no good. The Heat trail by 6. And bam, Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. There's the pass to Jokic. Poke loose. The 8-footer. And it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Barton. Brent, on both ends of the floor, Will Barton is an effective spark plug for this team.
Yeah, he can fire you up out there, Kevin. He can do some things, obviously, defensively to get the team going and igniting the fast break. And then offensively, I know Mike Malone might not agree with all of the choices from Will Barton, but when he gets it going, it's an extra spark for this Nugget squad.
First free throw is good.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
Jones checked in for Miami. The Nuggets also changing it up. Porter's checked in for Jokic. And it's Troy Daniels in for Murray. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. The Heat have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him. Morris is checked in for Will Barton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Denver leading by 3. Daniels with it. He kicks it to Gordon. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. At 6. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
He's off on the first. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
And he sinks the second.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Inside, Adebayo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Free throw good, Adebayo. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you can throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
One shot.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. The teardrop falls in. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Nunn. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Morris. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Morris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Leonard. Over Morris. And it's Leonard missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Floats one up. Here's Gordon. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Jones. Pass to Leonard. Over Morris. Leonard, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 7. Porter dishes to Morris. Outside, Gordon. Passes to Daniels. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Leonard. Morris, no good. The Heat shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. To the paint, here's Adebayo. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Nunn. Floats one. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Porter. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver. Now the Heat with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Nunn. Over Daniels. Nunn can't get it to fall. For the Heat, their last game a loss to Charlotte. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good for Morris. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris drops them both. The Heat trail by 13. Now the pass to Dragic. Sinks the 15-footer. Dragic has got his first points of the game.
Well, when you have an outstanding point guard that's making outstanding decisions like Dragic does, it can be lethal.
Morris kicks to Daniels. Outside, Porter. Millsap inside. Leonard's there. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. 11-point game. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Fifth on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Morris against Dragic. It's deflected. They recover it. 1:41 left to play here in the half. Oladipo misses.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Porter passes to McGee. In the corner, Daniels. Over Adebayo. And that one's good. Daniels has got 6.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Morris against Dragic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
One shot.
Free throw good. Porter.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Down low, Oladipo. And they pick up 2. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oladipo so strong and scoring, even with the D kind of knocking him around a bit on that play.
Outside Millsap. A 3-pointer, no good.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. The Heat have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Butler, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in.
Oladipo was the most improved player in 2018, his first season with the Indiana Pacers, after being the 2nd pick in the 2013 draft.
Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Inside, here's Butler. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They've got Myers Leonard. Dragic is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Now here's Porter. 5 on the clock. The shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way. To the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Pass to Jokic. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Dragic. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
And here's Jokic. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. And a wide-open look for Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 14 points for Michael Porter. Dragic against Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Jokic, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And finished off by Oladipo.
How about that? Recovering Victor Oladipo up to the rim. Good sign.
Passes it to Jokic. It's good. Jokic has got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Dragic looking it over, and the pass to Adebayo. Inside, here's Oladipo, and the shot is good. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Daniels. That one misses. Rockets with some nice D. The Heat trail by 7. Oladipo outside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Murray. Daniels passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Now here's Butler. 13 points in the game. Millsap with the steal. Kicks to Porter. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Pass to Oladipo. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Oladipo. The tray. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 8.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Pass to Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, easy call.
The Heat have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Longley's checked in for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for Troy Daniels. That one is no good. Denver leading by 5. Murray kicks to Vonleh. Passes it to Porter. Down low. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Jokic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him. Butler in the corner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Denver calls timeout. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Here's Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare, Kevin, defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, it didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
So he gets them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Nunn. Dishes it to Oladipo. Six on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16. The pass to Vonleh. Got it. Good job in the low post. Vonleh's got his first points in this one.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. Over to the wing. The kick out to Oladipo. Drills the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 24.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Get there. I see you.
Jokic passes to Murray. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Here's Nunn. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 4th assist in this one. Oladipo against Murray. Vonleh kicks to Jokic. And another shot. It's rebounded by Leonard. Miami's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Here's Nunn. Barton defending, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jones checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Victor Oladipo. Pass to Murray.
I'm open right here. Screen. Stay there.
6 to shoot. Back to Vonleh. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Vonleh's got 5 now.
So valuable. Bigs who can stretch the floor. I think most people in this league feel Vonleh is going to be one of those guys.
Here's Nunn. And there's another one for the Heat.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Barton dishes to Vonleh. Pass to Murray. Launches it. Another three for Denver.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
Here's Nunn. He's got 7. Outside Butler. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Feeds it to Vonleh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 6-point Denver lead.
Still working on his postgame. Vonleh using that giant 7'3" wingspan to full advantage.
Nunn passes to Iguodala. Butler against Gordon. Right side, Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Butler missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here's Jokic. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Murray kicks to Vonleh. From deep. Rebound by the Heat.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. Great showing for him last season. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. The Nuggets leading by 4. And here is Murray. He has 5. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Pass to Nunn. Makes it off the glass. Nunn's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Barton outside. And there's the pass to Vonleh. Here's Jokic. Another shot. And it's good on the way-in. Jokic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Nunn. Barton defending. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Morris is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 16 points.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here's Butler. He's got 16. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got 19 points.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Morris passes to Murray. That shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
It's been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Morris. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Morris passes to Jokic. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Outside Butler. 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Nuggets on top, up 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stop and run. Stop and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team, Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Here's Iguodala, sweet little floater.
That's something Iguodala would like to do just about every time, a good scorer around the rim.
Denver in the lead. Now, here is Morris. Pass to Millsap. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Dragic kicks to Butler. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Daniels, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Dragic against Barton. To the middle, here's Millsap. And Jones sends it back. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Butler against Morris. There's Dragic with the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his fourth rebound in this one. Barton outside. And it's Jokic missing. The Heat trail by 4. Now Butler. Barton with some nice D. Daniels with it to the paint. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
for Miami. Leonard comes in for Jones. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Andre Iguodala. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in for Barton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Dragic against Morris. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Dragic. Three-pointer, Butler, nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 16 here in the second half.
And the three-pointer's a shot Butler always keeps in the mix. Adds a nice dimension to his game.
Leonard with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Floats it up for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that ability to just rise up for the alley-oop. Butler is an animal of an athlete.
Outside, Porter. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Dragic. Lays it up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 1.
Well, the D was present and put up a good fight, but ultimately Dragic with the KO.
Morris passes to Jokic. Over Adebayo. The Nuggets with another miss. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And he makes that one. Butler's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Morris against Dragic. Here's Jokic. And nothing is falling for him right now. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Morris finds Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here is Daniels, guarded by Oladipo. Daniels passes to Jokic, just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Morris. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Wow, hammering it in.
Whoa! Oladipo pounced on the steal. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Morris kicks to Porter. They need this. The second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And that's 18 points for Jokic.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And
Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Murray's checked in for Denver. Good on the second free throw. The Nuggets trail by 6. Passes it to Jokic. Now the dish to Porter. To the middle. That's tipped.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Butler. And Butler with the second chance points. Butler's got 31 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From 11 feet away, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Dragic. The pass to Adebayo. Now, here's Oladipo. Defense right on him. Outside Butler. 4 on the clock. From deep. But they get it back. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Dragic against Murray. Dragic kicks to Butler. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. Butler's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And how about the floater there from Butler? That shot is deadly. You just never know when he's going to use it.
Daniels dishes to Porter. Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray left side. Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Daniels. Now here's Murray. From 12 feet out. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Murray against Dragic. Butler from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Inside. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Millsap.
Now that's why Millsap is such a counted-on player. Just knows how to hit the big ones.
Dragic, the pass to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. They double him with Butler. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 28 points for Victor Oladipo. The Nuggets trail by 4. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Jordan Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Murray against Dragic. The feed to Millsap. Passes it to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. No good on that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Outside Butler. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Porter in the corner. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And credit Dragic for the off-season dribbling drills for that one.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And so he hits both.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's covered by Daniels. Count the basket.
Yeah, Victor Oladipo does not mind having the ball in that kind of situation. Outstanding at finding ways to score in the clutch.
Now, here's Jokic. And good that time. Jokic has got 28.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's covered by Daniels. Oladipo dishes to Leonard. And that one is good. And the Heat lead by 6.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here's Murray. On the wing, Daniels. From the arc. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. The kick out to Oladipo. No good on the triple.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, the play was directly designed for Millsap to get the ball in his sweet spot, and he comes through.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Millsap, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Good work from Millsap there, getting the defense up in the air and then gets the foul.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. Two-possession game now.
And another miss by Denver. And that's an intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. From deep 3-point range, offline. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just a